I remember when we lived in a school bus and we didn't even have a bathroom. You'd have to drive down the street to use a bathroom at this little state park, and we took a shower there. We took a shower at the gym, little gym, so we'd have to drive down the road. And we did this saltwater flush before we were going to do a master cleanse. And if you know, you know, the saltwater flush moves everything out within like right away. So you have no warning. You drink it and then you better run. So we didn't have time to get down the street, and we had to just run out in the woods, both of us, and it was crazy. But that was our life. We lived happily in a bus, but now we have so many more choices. I mean, I was working 2 jobs and living in a school bus, and it was crazy the things we did. And now looking back at it, now we are traveling. We're going to see my family in Texas, and last year we took 5 vacations, and we just decide where we want to go and then we plan it. We also had the most beautiful epic wedding in Sedona, which we did it at Enchantment Resort, and we never could have even possibly dreamed of doing that a few years ago. I mean, it's where celebrities get married, and it was gorgeous, just perfect. And just when we started talking about the possibility of doing that, it was so exciting. But I thought, well, I don't know, and it happened. And everything that we've set our mind to has happened. But it's just because we made decisions to live a full life, of an extraordinary life, you know, and we basically wouldn't take no for an answer. And we just knew that we would find a way, and we have. And we've had so many blessings and miracles, and God just guides us where we need to be. We were wanting to move back to North Carolina from Texas and thought we wanted to go back to Boone, and God ended up putting us in a place that we'd never heard of, and it couldn't be any more perfect for us. Everyone, actually one of the towns nearby us is voted the friendliest town in the South, and it's true. Everyone has so much heart, and none of that would have happened if we weren't, you know, seeking God first. And so that is one of the reasons that our life has changed so dramatically, is that we surrendered it to God, and we always go connect with God first, and then imagine the best, biggest, most extraordinary vision of our life that we can think up, and we just imagine it over and over and over until it happens, and we start asking the questions that empower that vision to come to life. So rather than, what if this doesn't work, or, you know, is this going to work, we ask empowering questions like, show me how this is going to work in the fastest way possible. Show me how to create exactly what we've envisioned in joy and expansion. And that's how we created our epic wedding, is that we started visualizing the highest, best version of it. And we ended up we were in the perfect spot with the big red rocks behind us outside, which, I mean, that's so us. And then we just pieced it together, and we kept asking ourselves, how can we bring this to life in the most joyful, beautiful, empowering way? And how can we get our family here to have a transformation by just being here with us? And then it came to life. I mean, there were times it wasn't easy, but we just kept believing. And so that is how we've created everything that we wanted to do. We wanted to go to Peru, and we were living in the school bus at the time, and we didn't know how it was going to happen. And I remember Eric going, how are you going to do this? There's no way. And I just kept going, no, I'm going. And I just kept envisioning, and asking the question, how could I make this happen in the most efficient, shortest time possible? Enjoy an expansion. And it happened. And not only did I go once, but we went back again. And it's one of the most treasured moments that we've had. And we just keep building memories on memories on memories, because when people get to the end of their life, they are thinking about the memories. They are thinking about everything they accomplished, and if they didn't get to accomplish that, then they're thinking about that and they're having regret, and we don't want to have any regrets. And so there are a lot of people that are suffering right now. They can't pay their bills. They don't know if they're going to be able to keep working where they are, if they're still going to have a business, if they're going to have a career, because the world is changing so fast. And other people are suffering with their health. And so we made decisions to focus on getting as healthy as we possibly could, so that we don't lose our quality of life prematurely. And we committed to financial freedom. We committed to making and doing things that only brought us more freedom. And now we're helping other people do the same, because you don't have to just accept what is right now. Because if I had done that, I would still be working long hours in the restaurant business and just aging very quickly and struggling financially just to get by. And I would probably be sick, worn down, and wouldn't even be able to enjoy the 2 weeks vacation once a year that I did have. So I knew that I had to make a change, and Eric knew that he had to make a change. And so we thought, okay, what do we want our life to look like? And we've created that by focusing on it and by committing to it. So if there's one piece of advice that I can give you, it's make the decision first. You don't have to know how it's going to happen, because it will not happen if you don't make the decision first. Everything comes after that one decision, and then you commit to it and you keep committing to it. And so now we work from anywhere. We make more money than we've ever made, and we're helping other people get healthy with products that are actually for anti-aging. And so we're aging backwards, we're getting healthier, we're helping other people create a mission, we're helping other people break free financially, create a retirement, create passive residual income, and get healthier and feel 20 again. So if any of this sounds like something you've been wanting and yearning for, then you can join us. I have spots still up at the very top because we're still in pre-launch. So now's the time to join. I'm going to put the link under this video. Get started. It's so easy. You could literally be in business in a day, and it's low startup, very low monthly. You're just basically paying for your product. So for $49.95, you can be in business in a day and start creating passive income, residual income, and it can change your life on all the levels. So join me.